Hi everyone! In today's DIY projects, we are crafting with Dollar Tree items. We'll be creating some beautiful home decor items on a budget that you could use to decorate your home for this Christmas. For your shopping convenience, all the items used in today's DIY projects will be linked in the description box below, so do check them out and let's jump right into our first DIY project. For the first project, I'm going to be using 3 packs of the Dollar Tree Christmas icicles. And I'm also using a vase. I'm using the small size, which is 6 inches. I'm also using a wooden round, and I'll use my strong adhesive and my hot glue to bond both of them together. Just make sure to use a generous amount of your adhesive, and I'm using Aleene's mixed media. For this project, we are making a vase, and I'm also showing you how to use it to make a pendant light. And for this pendant light, I'm just making one, but if you have an island, you can make 3 of them, or 3 of them over your kitchen table or your dining table, and that would look very nice. I'm going to be using my garden shears to cut the hooks from these ornaments. Then I'll use my hot glue to attach the ornaments to the side of my vase. Just make sure that they're straight. You want to leave a small gap between each of your ornaments, about 1/8 of an inch. Just make sure that you're keeping them nice and aligned. Now we're going to be using 3 packs of the smaller sizes, and I'm cutting the tips off also. And for this set, I'm going to be starting it about 1/2 inch up from where I started the first ones. And I'll apply each of these ornaments right in the center of the first set. Now I'll go ahead and reinforce them with my strong adhesive. I'm doing that on the inside and also the base. Just use a generous amount of your strong adhesive since we're using this glass. The next step is to add gold contact paper, and I'm just rolling my piece across the paper just to get the measurement, and then I'll cut the piece out. And I'll be cutting my contact paper at 3.5 squares wide. The contact paper is self-adhesive, but I won't be removing the paper. I'm just going to use my hot glue and glue it down, and that way it will look nice and neat. Just glue one end, wrap it all around really tight, and then glue it onto itself. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Now let me show you how to use it as a pendant lamp. I'm using these little small hooks and I'm just screwing it into the wooden piece. Just make sure that it's centered. And I also have this gold chain that I'm going to be using. You can find chain from the Dollar Tree. I'll try to find this one for you on Amazon and I'll link it in the description box. Just attach the chain. We're going to be using these RGB lights. They're remote control and rechargeable. It's easy to attach the lights. They come with double-sided adhesive. All you have to do is place the light inside, then twist the top off to remove it when it's time to charge them. To hook my pendant lamp to the ceiling, I'm using these drywall anchors. This is heavy duty anchors, but you could use something lighter if you'd like. And I'm also using a cup hook. So I'll just screw the cup hook in the anchor, and here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Let's move on to the next project. I'm using this Christmas decor from the Dollar Tree. And I'm also going to be picking some branches from outside just to make my wall decor a little bit larger. And we're making Christmas decorations that can be used all year round if you'd like. So this can be a door wreath. You can use it outside on your door, or you can use it as a wall decor. I flipped my Christmas decor over and I'm connecting my branches using my hot glue, and I'm just placing them in that groove. And my purpose for using the branches is just to save some money. I'm also using branches that I got from the Dollar Tree, but these are just to save some money. You can go ahead and buy all the branches from the Dollar Tree if you'd like. You would need about 9 pieces. Okay, so I'm just using 3 pieces and that will be enough. So here are my branches from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to place them in the smaller part of the Christmas decor. Just make sure to use a good amount of your hot glue so they are nice and secure. I'm placing my branches in every other one. I'm also going to be using a wreath hanger and I'll spray paint that white. For the center of our wreath, I'm using one large ornament, and this is the one that comes in the 8-pack. So we're just using one of those. Then we're going to be using this 1 pack, and I'm using champagne gold ornaments and silver. Just use your hot glue to attach the ornaments in the grooves and place them in random spots. Just mix up the colors. Now I'm sizing down, so the closer I get to the end is the smaller the ornaments will be. Just place as many ornaments as you would like until your wreath looks nice. Then use your wreath hook to hook it in the back and place it on your door. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Let's move on to our next project. We're going to be using 2 small packs of the Icicle Christmas ornaments, and we're using a foam ball also. I'm going to cut the Christmas ornaments in 2. I'm trying to be consistent with my cut, so I'm cutting it in the 4th groove. Now I'll attach my ornaments with my hot glue. I'm just using my glue gun to poke a hole, and then I'm adding the glue and attaching the ornaments. The ornaments are a little bit flat on one side, so I'm attaching them in different directions. And everything I do for one side, I do it for the opposite side. If you like at least one of these projects so far, please give me a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate that. It helps out my channel. Another way that you can support my channel is by leaving me a comment. Just one word is good enough. And also help me to share this video. Just share it with one person in your contact. All right, thank you so much. I'm also using about 6 pieces that was left over from the previous project. And you can use this as a standalone accent object, or you can use it as an ornament for a Christmas tree if you have a large Christmas tree. So to use this as an ornament, just attach the half with the loop and leave the loop exposed, and that way you can attach the string and use it as an ornament. Now to cover up the foam, you can use these snow from the Dollar Tree, or you can use glitter. I'm going to be using this unicorn glitter, and to attach the glitter, I'm using my tacky glue and a pointy brush. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Now let's move on to our next project. This is a project I did last year for Christmas, but I think it's worth showing to you guys since most of you did not see it. I'll be crafting with Dollar Tree chopping mats and Dollar Tree charger plates. The first thing you want to do is measure the inside of your charger plate, and it measures 11.5 inches. I'm just using my pencil to mark both sides of my chopping mat, then I'm using my scissors to cut the piece, and it should fit on the inside of the charger plate just like so. The goal is to get a circle 11.5 inches, so if you have a compass, go ahead and use that. I'm just using a plate. So here's my circle, it's 11.5 inches. I'm just going to use my light, and this is the light I'll be using in my project today. I'm just going to place the light on the center on the inside so I can fold my chopping mat, and I'm just folding it over that light very tight, and I'm placing my hot glue to hold it down. So we're making a cone shape. The bottom is going to be as close as possible, as tight as possible, and the top will be open. For this project, I'm using my acrylic gems, and I'm just going to start to add my gems going right around the edges first, and that way they'll be nice and even going right around the edges. So I'm just using my hot glue, and I'm putting down a bead of glue, and then I'll attach my gems. And I'm just going to follow the seam going all the way to the end. That way I'll ensure that it's secure and it's well bonded. Now this is how the top should look, and this is the reason why I place the chopping mat inside of the charger, so I can know exactly where to stop with my gems. Now I'll start to add my gems on the inside, the same place where I stop the others on the outside. So now that I have the outline, I'll just finish adding my gems. And here it is completed. It's looking nice already. The next step, I'll be adding a balloon stake, just one. I'm just gonna be using one from this pack, and I'll cut a piece, a 12-inch piece. Okay, and I'll be using my metallic gold Rust-Oleum spray paint to spray paint both the stake and my charger plate. Before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and attach my hook to the back, and I'm just using a regular picture frame hook. And to attach my hook, I'm using the Aleene's mixed media adhesive. So I placed the hook aside for it to get tacky for about 2 minutes, and then I applied it to the area. Now I'm adding more glue to make sure that it's nice and secure when it's dry, and I'm also using some hot glue so I can continue with the project. So I spray painted my charger plate, and while that was drying, I'm going to be making a star. So I have a silicone surface working on. I just placed some hot glue on the surface, about 1.5 inches, and then I sprinkled some gold glitter on top. So I thought I was recording here. I'm covering up my light. This is the light that was on the inside. I'm using this rhinestone ribbon to cover my light, and I just use my scissors to cut that area right there. So when it's time for me to recharge my light, it will be easy to access. And this is the sensor for the remote, so I'm leaving that part out also, and that way I'll be able to use my remote from across the room. And this rhinestone ribbon is self-adhesive, so it's easy for me to just cut a piece and tuck it where I need to, and then cut off the excess. So now my hot glue is dry. I just shook off the excess glitter, and I'm using a marker to draw my star. I'm bad at drawing. I'm not good at drawing at all. So I'm not gonna show you how to draw the star, okay? That I can't show you. But anyhow, I figured it out, and I'm using my utility knife to cut out the shape. So here's how my star turned out. Turned out looking nice. And here's my balloon stake. I painted only half of it, so about 6 inches. Now I'll just use my hot glue to attach my star to my balloon stake, and I'm attaching it to the clear side, the clear end of my stake. Now this is how we're going to be placing our stake inside of our tree, and basically we're making a wall sconce with a Christmas tree design. Okay, the next step is to glue all our pieces together. So we're going to be attaching our crystal tree to our charger, and this is where you're going to be placing the glue. I placed it in the center, but it wouldn't work, so now I'm placing it behind those gems at the bottom and right at the top. So I'm making sure that I place it in the center of my charger plate, and I'm leaving enough space for my light, and my light is going to be shining upwards, and I'm making sure that the sensor is right at the front, and I'm just making sure that it's nice and centered. And I'm also going to be gluing down my star on the back right there. And we don't have to glue it down to the light, just place it right in the center of the light and it should be good. So for my final step, I'm going to be adding these glitter vase fillers. I'm just going to use my hot glue and place them right on that chopping mat in that clear area. And this is going to give our Christmas tree a nicer look. It's just going to complete the look. It's going to add some dimension. I'm also going to be adding some around the edges on the front part, and you'll see what I mean. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you liked this one. Please let me know which project was your favorite this week and if you'll be recreating any of them. If you missed last week's video, here it is on the screen. Just click that rectangular box to watch. Please remember to give me a thumbs up before you leave and share this video with someone that you think may be interested. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Take care and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye bye.